Okay, so I gave a quick sand. I didn't get too into it uh, because this is just going to be a little training foil for whoever wants to learn. So on the sanding, you can get into it as much as you want. Um, these are clean and smooth. Took all the major bumps out. Um, Sanded this down. But when I put the final coat on, that'll clean everything up. I might even paint this one. Um, so I'll make everything look a little bit better. Now I'm going to be putting on the wings, and so what I've just done is just quickly mocked up my setup, and the lines underneath the fuselage, it'll tell you that here's where the front wing goes, here's where the back wing goes. I've just gone ahead and marked those lines on the side so I can see, because this is how I'm going to glue up the wings, so I can see where they're supposed to be right now instead of having the lines be on the underside. And so I've set this up. Front wing is where it should be between the lines. This fuselage is level, so I have just put this up here just to show you that it is level. That's pretty important. And then I have this back wing. Well, at first I had to put this here to get this, bring up the back end to level it out. Now I have the back wing. I made a couple shims here to hold the back wing, and this is angled right here. When you get the kit, the fuselage will have this angle already cut in, and it's a pretty important angle, so I already have it just right where it should be. So you have to take this back wing, place it between where it's supposed to go, and make sure that this surface right here matches the angle here. And so I've done that just there with those shims. And so when we get to the next step of actually gluing on the wings, I know what will work, because this setup right here is perfect. Okay, so I've just mixed up some more epoxy. It's got that nice goopy consistency. I'm just going to lay it down right on the wing. I'm also going to do the same on the back here. I'm just being careful not to move the wing, because I have it right where it's supposed to be. So hopefully I can just plop down the fuselage and it will go right into place. So I'm just kind of lining up the front, and that should automatically line up the back for me. Okay, so it's down. It looks pretty lined up. Now I'm just going to take a little extra. I'm going to clean it up best I can. Save myself the sanding later on. And I'm going to do that on all four sides. Okay, so I put that epoxy in, and then I just layered some glass in there as well. Goes on the wing, up the side, smooths everything out real nice, and it'll give it some extra strength. So once that hardens up, just sand it up real smooth, and then we're ready to give our final coat. Okay, so our joints have now cured, and they're looking very good. I just realized I played back the video from when we actually did these joints, and the camera was kind of angled a bit too high to see exactly what's going on here. But yeah, little squares of fiberglass get laid down right here, and that just smooths everything out very well. It actually looks very good. So now I'm just gonna take a file and some sandpaper and sand this down, clean it up, and then we're just gonna put a final coat on, and this thing's gonna be ready to go. Okay, so now that I've put that final coat on, all that's left to do is just drill out my holes to attach to the board. I'm just going to use that using a standard drill bit, and I'm going to line it up later on the board and make sure I have it lined up, and then I'll go ahead and drill. Okay, so I've moved down into the basement just to get a better overall view of the finished foil. The finish coat has hardened. It came out pretty well. It's not totally smooth. If I really was looking for perfection, I'd sand it and give it another coat again. But I'm okay with how it is, given this is simply just going to be a training foil. So this is going to be great. I wish I could get some film of this working in the water, but the lake is currently frozen, so we're going to have to wait until it defrosts in the springtime to get some footage of this. But yeah, it really is pretty easy to put together. It's just a little work. It takes a little bit of time. And I really do think if you have absolutely no fiberglassing skills, you can easily put this together. I remember the first few I ever did. I had no idea what I was doing, and they turned out okay. And so that's partly why I made this kit, because that is the hardest part, is getting the design and getting all the shapes and the angles cut in correctly. So I've just gone ahead and done that for you guys and tried to make it easy. And the best part is, you know, after you build this one, you know, if you decide to build another one, it'll probably be better. It could be your own design, could be faster, however tall you want. So possibilities are endless. So hopefully this gives you a good foundation to start for future projects that you intend on doing.